Good morning, Future Battery Forum. It's great to see you all. I'm Daniel, as you just heard. I'm the head of marketing and production at IPM. And we in the team, we have a team chat, kind of a Slack channel. And do you know which phrase has been used most often in the last weeks? Crazy shit. Because we are over 1,000 people here today, which is 80% more compared to last year. So the first thing I want to do is say thank you for being with us. So as you can imagine, we had to expand the event several times. We had to revamp the plans several times because we wanted to make this forum possible to as many of you as we could. So the team had very little sleep during the last couple of days, and although I know it's a little bit unusual maybe, please, would you do me a favor and give the team behind the Future Battery Forum a big hand this morning? To make one thing crystal clear right at the beginning, this is not the end of our journey. We want to make this event as valuable as we could to you, so we love to hear your feedback. Talk to me, talk to anyone in the team, let's grab a coffee, let's have a chat. We want to develop this event further, and I promise we will listen to what you tell us. Now, this forum is, of course, about seeing well-known faces again, but especially when it's growing so fast, it's also about making new connections. So in a few moments, you will introduce yourself to a couple of new people here in the room. And you will only have 30 seconds time to introduce yourself. Probably you should tell your counterpart what you do, what your role is, what the role of your company maybe is, and, very important, where you spent your last vacation. Now, before we start, one thing is important. We have prepared a special signal that indicates when the first 30 seconds will start. And this signal sounds like this. This was not yet the start, so relax. When you hear this signal the next time, this will be the start. And then after 30 seconds, you will hear it again. That indicates that you should stop and your counterpart should go on, and so on and so on. Now, before we start, may I ask all the people in the first row, to stand up, please. Amazing. People in row 2, you can be seated. People in row 3, please stand up as well. People in row 5, please stand up as well. Row number 5. Row number 7, please stand up as well. And row number 9, please stand up as well. Amazing. Now, every one of you who's standing, please turn around, like this. Now, all of you who are still sitting, please stand up. Amazing. So now you get it. It will not be some sort of group dance that we perform. It's just about shaking things up a little bit. So, from the beginning of each row onwards, please form together in groups of 4. At the very end of the room, each table is a group. And if you are not in a group, just be creative, okay? The oldest person in a group will start with his or her introduction. Remember, it's only 30 seconds time, so here comes the first signal. Time's up, ladies and gentlemen. That's it. Please take yourself a seat again. Maybe you have to turn around in order to take a seat. Amazing. In order to keep networking going so well, I can strongly recommend the conference app because it truly maximizes your event experience. And I can tell you, I was on a trade show 2 weeks ago about event technology, and I can tell you that this app is still among the very best solutions out there. It's a one-stop solution, only one login, and everything you need is right there. It helps you find the right people, it helps you plan your days, agenda, tons of lists, everything filterable, searchable, much more. Very great experience. And also, using the app, you can become part of the discussion here on stage. And we have 2 ways to engage. Number 1 is questions. So you can ask questions and you can like them, so that we have a list of the most hottest questions that you have. And by the way, do you know what the most asked question across all of our events is? Will the slides be shared? Yes, by the end of today. And you will also have the opportunity to watch the on-demand recordings of the main stage, probably also by the end of the day, latest by the end of tomorrow. Second way to engage is polls. So we can ask you something and you can just make a vote. And the first poll is live, so please grab your smartphone and open the conference app, go to the questions and polls menu, and there you'll find it. The question reads as follows: from which part of the battery value chain does your company come? If you're not allowed or don't want to use the conference app, you can also visit the website slido.com. And then, and I know it's a little bit long, but it's the official hashtag that you have to enter, FutureBattery23, and then you can also join this discussion. Great. And by the way, this is the only hashtag that we use. So if you share a photo or something, you can use this hashtag as well. Networking on our conference platform works like on any social network. So you can show interest in a person, and if that person shows interest in you, you have a connection. You can also directly connect by scanning the QR code on another person's badge. There is a QR code scanner in the app, and once you are connected, you can write messages, you can chat, you can video meet directly in the web version of the platform, which is maybe interesting if you want to interact with someone from the virtual audience. We have over 1,600 participants joining us virtually today. Then you have recommendations in your app. So if you go to your recommendations on your smartphone, you will see people that we think, that our app thinks are valuable to you. You can swipe left to skip those people. You can swipe right to show interest. Very familiar principle, I guess, at least for some of you. Those recommendations are constantly improved. So the more active you are, the better those recommendations get. And if you think those recommendations are bad, have a look at your profile settings, because the algorithm can only work as good as the information is that you give it. All your connections, by the way, from last year and all your messages are carried over to this year, and they will be carried over to next year as well. Over 1,000 people, that means meeting the right ones can be tricky. You can request meetings. And this even works if you are not connected to a person. And it even works if someone is not using the app, because if you request a meeting, he or she gets an email. You can meet at a booth or in the B2B meeting area, or if you want to schedule a meeting after 6:30 today, you can also meet at the cocktail bar. It's an official meeting point in the app, because then our evening reception starts. Another way to make new connections, a great way, are our executive workshops taking place today at 4:30. If you have an all-access ticket, you have a guaranteed seat, but usually we have some free seats available, so go there early if you want to join those workshops. And then I have 2 final tips for you. Number 1 is be active. This is not a trade fair, this is a forum. Don't wait at your booth for someone to stumble by. If you want to meet someone, approach them directly. Look at your portal in the conference app or the web version, see who is interested in you, in your products maybe, talk to the people directly. You only have 2 days time to find the right people. A lot is going on here on site. You will not be bored. We have taken care of that. So if you want to get in touch, just do it. Tip number 2, have fun. Yes, of course, we are here for insights, for new connections, but having fun is not forbidden. Enjoy the evening reception, grab yourself a cup of really great coffee, play a round of table soccer if you like, take a photo with your peers at the photo booth. If you want to share it, use the official hashtag. And by the way, when we're talking about photos, the official photos will be available around lunchtime today probably, and we have a new feature which is a little bit still in beta, but anyway, we want to try it. If you click on the link to the photos, of course you can browse all of them, good luck, but you can also take a selfie. And then you will see all the photos where you are on. Maybe that's interesting. So, try it out. Now, finally, let's start with what you are here for, with content. During the next 2 days, we will have a lot of content, and we will learn on future battery technologies. We will talk about sustainability. We will learn about manufacturing innovations and gigafactories, and on the European market ramp-up and local value chains.